All right, so let's see how we can calculate the average for the number of car crashes in January with all this data. So the first thing to see is that there's several different, here's one, and if we scroll down, here's the next. There are many Januaries, right? We go all the way from 2000 to 2010, so there's a lot of Januaries. Here's the next one. So we need to get all the numbers for January in order to get the average for January. So we hit equals because we're doing a formula, and average is what we type because we're looking for an average. We open the parentheses, and now the way we've normally been finding averages is by clicking and dragging and selecting a bunch of data, which would work fine, except that in this case our data is separate, right? It's a bunch of different boxes for just January. And so I have choice. I can click on the first one and then press comma, and then click on the second one and then press comma, and then go all the way down the list and get the next one. Where's the next one? Right there. And then hit a comma. I can do it like that, or I could click all of these individually while holding the control button, which would be another option. But in either case, if I go through all the different Januaries, where's the next one? It's going to take me a second. Let's see, January 5 and January 6. There it is. And January 7 and January 8 and January 9. Sorry, this is taking a while now. You can fast forward if you'd like. And January 2010. If I close the parentheses and hit enter, I should get the average, which is around 252 accidents each time. All right, now if I want to find the overall average accidents as opposed to those just in January, I can hit the equal sign, and this time it's going to be a little bit easier. I type the full word average and open a parentheses, and this time I'm going to grab all the data. I won't have to go through each of the individual Januaries, so I can click and drag over all of it, close the parentheses, and hit enter. And we can see that the average overall, or accidents, all months, is around 175. So the question is, why are these two numbers so different? Why is the average accidents in January so high and the average accidents in general much lower? And this is an important point about statistics. Statistics will help us to see patterns in the data, to see information that's hidden in the numbers. But when it comes to making sense of that information, it still relies on your brain and some thinking. So why do you think there might be more car accidents in January here in Cambridge? Well, there's a lot more snow on the ground, and it's a lot harder to drive when there's snow on the ground. People get in a lot more accidents when it's snowy than they do in general, which is why there's so many more accidents in the winter months. All right, so that does it for this. We've learned how to calculate the correlation coefficient and interpret its meaning. And we've also learned how to use Excel to find the average of a set of numbers. And these are going to be really valuable tools for you as you're using Excel in your own original research, in analyzing a data set, or anything like that.